Yeah, with Jalen Raynor having like that, this provides a really good opportunity, obviously for like Jalen Raynor, like give him 2 years, and yeah, and in this like kind of like climate of college football that we always talk about, like having guys with that sense of continuity and not constantly rotating players in and out is is beneficial. And with the support that Iowa State should be will have, even with like this new regime, I think it's crucial that you have like these 8 players, and this ruling does benefit them and whatnot.
Yes, obviously we are going to take a look, and I'm going to share my screen. We are going to look at the 2026 cycling football roster, which has been presented by ourlads.com. Thank you, our lads. So, I mean, you look at these, yeah, obviously, we'll look at the depth chart real quick for right now as it stands. You look at guys like possibly a Jalen Raynor. Right now, Jalen Raynor, since now that red shirts are gone and medical, yeah, basically medical red shirts are gone. You look at Jalen Raynor, this would be his 4th year. You could have Jalen Raynor back for a possible 5th year if he proves himself to be the quarterback that you thought that he would get, or if he ends up being the guy that you hoped that you would get. Otherwise, you'll have Connor Moberly and Zane Flores for at least another 2 or 3 more years in the system, which is really, really good at considering when you're in a place as a program that Iowa State is.
hmm And then I'm looking at some other. I'm assuming this doesn't affect like the redshirt seniors because there are quite a few redshirt seniors on the squad. Cody Jackson, Amari Hayes, Jake Taylor, and Tyler Fortenberry on the offensive, like the offensive starters. So I'm assuming
Yes,
this doesn't. So they would get another year on them, or
they
no?
would also get another year as well.
Okay, so you will have a little bit of that continuity there, and then looking at our depth pieces, Caden Mass, Caden Meyer, Gavin Proudfoot, Ray Coffey. That could be useful as like just for depth pieces.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what I really wanted to talk about this, and obviously you have Aiden Flora, and obviously Saladin Allah got hurt, but this would be a guy that you that could help out. Cameron Petaway, this would help him as well. If you as the backfield is very, very young, but I want to look. You look at the defensive side, right here, and this is where this could really, really. Since this is, I think, where this is going to be the strong suit of this team. You see all these guys coming over from Washington State. You see a guy like Solon Slimkin. You see a guy like Carson Willig, Braden Alls, who will be able to come back, and next year will just be his last year. A guy like David Coffey, who came on in the Rhodes era. Benny Ngoyi, a guy who we've been hearing, who the coaching staff has been raving about. Like this is something I think on the defensive side of the ball that could really, really help this team.
Yeah, I think the defense. I think we said this on previous shows. The defense will be the key to keep keep any hopes alive for the football team. Obviously, the offense has to put the ball in, but I think that this will be a case where our defense will be our strongest suit, and if we have an offense that can do enough, it should be able to complement each other. So this is gonna kind of remind me, and the comparison you can't really. I think there is a case where you can't really make the same comparison as to like the first years of Campbell because obviously 2 new eras of football, but there are some parallels to this Iowa State, like the first year of Jimmy Rogers and the first year under Campbell, considering how much the defense was pivotal to keep Iowa State alive in games. And who knows, maybe this defense could be key to us picking up an unexpected win or two.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's probably going to be like 2 or 3 wins that we least suspect because of this defense. That's why, like, I keep bringing up and I keep advertising. Make sure you guys tune in within the next few weeks because Tyler Roll, the offensive coordinator, will be on the show. And at least that way we'll be able to find out at least what this offense is going to be looking at. What's going to be looking like offensively on the show. But, like, I think, like, for as we talk about the 5 and 5, Cody, I think what position do you think would benefit greatly from this or is going to benefit greatly from this?
Yeah. What was that?
Well, I was
Sorry.
saying, no, 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 it's all good. I was saying, as we talked about the 5 and 5 rule, what position group do you think will benefit the most from this type of ruling?
I would definitely. I think the toughest position to like recruit. I think this is like maybe this is just me throwing darts on a dartboard, but the defensive line will probably be the biggest like benefactor
Mhm.
because Iowa State has been notorious. It's been difficult to really recruit defensive linemen. So if you can have guys that are here for 5 years, you can really show like a full like track record of development. And if you prove that you can develop defensive linemen uh, at Iowa State during those 5 years, then I think it'll help in the recruiting battle.
No, I agree. For me, I'm gonna say this definitely helps quarterback wise because
Hmm.
I think obviously, besides the offensive line, you need to have a quarterback because you gotta have depth at every other position. You're only gonna play one quarterback, and honestly, the quarterback is going to be the one that serves the drink. And if you don't have it, if we don't have that position, you're basically screwed. So
Hmm.
I really do think that hey, if Jalen Rayner is a guy who we think that obviously he hasn't been named starter, but it seems like he's the presumed starter after coming out of spring football, and he becomes the guy that we thought that we got. I mean, being able to get some stability in this quarterback room in year 2 and him being able to come back, and that would be another year that, Moberly and Zane Flores are able to watch under him, under his tutelage. I really do think that this could set a really, really good foundation in a new era of Iowa State football.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also like it's no coincidence. Like